Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jones looking to throw right away. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That one finds Hyatt. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are on the board first here in Vegas. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start the drive with a give to White. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I would have loved to have been in their meetings this week and hear that grizzled old defensive coordinator talk about, well, you did okay, guys. We did all right. Hold them to 13 was pretty good, but this week, I expected to be less than that.
I'm going to need to hear that a lot more often. I don't know what it was, but I liked it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing Jones. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Singletary will score. Touchdown, New York. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Raiders at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, they'll throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, they got him again. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. As they've got it as we resume action. Now Jones. He's got a man, complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A give, Singletary right side. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tries barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Gano's kick is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
These 2 offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, 48 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Well, the returner, Trey Tucker, going to bring this one out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they've climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. He'll look to throw. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Raiders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Back to throw here. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Here now, 2nd and 4. In motion goes the tight end. Second and 4. Here's one deep for Pickens. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. George Pickens, 39 yards. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jones now throwing on first down. That ball caught by Slayton. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Jones, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Sheds off the tackle. And he returns this to the 22. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On the give, McAllister with it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Jones throwing to start the drive. And this is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw again on second down. Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And they're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
From the 46, here's second down and 3.
They'll give this to Singletary running right. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll look to throw for it on third and 1.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Now Jones.
Touchdown! A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Giants have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up third and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Bowers. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are poised to move to 8-0 as they extend their lead even further. Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. It's caught. This is White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 24.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over.
Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There he goes, left side. Down the left sideline. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with first and goal from very short range.
Madison will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a Giants first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 31, Jones buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on third down, Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, that late touchdown stretching their lead a bit further here in the fourth quarter, and Charles' undefeated team once again looking sharp in this ball game.
And how about what they've done on offense? Because prior to this game, we didn't expect this offense to play as well as what we've seen in this one. They decided to jump out there and jump up with the rest of the team and help preserve their undefeated status.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Pickens on the slant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Vegas. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Second down and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they take a knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.